I'm back! Hello, it is me, the Invertabarian and the wee man. Yay! Say hello!
Hello.
Sorry it's been such a long time since we last brought you any videos. It's been incredibly busy and hectic here with us. But I figured, what better way to get back into it than to bring you another interview with. Today's guest is a really lovely, energetic, enthusiastic woman I was fortunate enough to bump into at the show I attended. Unfortunately, we didn't get a huge opportunity to sit and chat, so this video has been awesome to do. So please join me as we delve further and get to know this episode's guest. She's amazing. Please do enjoy. I certainly did. Thank you ever so much, and here's the interview. Hello, it's me, the Invertabarian, and of course we are joined with the wee man. Say hello. Hello. Wee man's not very well at the moment, so we'll put him down and let him go and play. And our very special guest today is, of course, none other than, please do introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Jennifer Tarantulas here. Hello.
Brilliant. Thank you for joining us today. That's really awesome and brilliant. Already we've got sirens going off. That isn't an actual fire engine, it's a toy. Anyway. So we're just going to get right into questions and hopefully not take up too much of your time today, Jennifer. So quick look, you started very quite recently actually in the world of YouTube. Of course, your channel is Jennifer's Tarantulas. Speaks for itself there. That was about November of 2018 you started, so relatively new, almost cracking at 200 subscribers. Hopefully you'll smash that in no time whatsoever. So in your own words then, without me havering on, in your own words, describe your channel to anybody watching this.
Okay, all right. It was September I started. My channel is basically spiders. I've suddenly got into them very, very quickly since my son wanted one and I've become obsessed. I now have 30 T's, a few trues and some other invertebrates.
Awesome. My apologies there. I need to do my research a bit more carefully. So what are your main inspirations for the channel? What's the drive behind it? What are you hoping to achieve? What are you wanting to do with your channel?
To be honest, when I started it, it was just something to amuse me and my son, but I've got fast obsessed. I've become I'm into the tarantula community now, and I love that everything's involved. So, and I've got, like you said, I'm 177 subs now. So I just want to get more subscribers. I am new, so I'd like to get a lot more knowledge on actual tarantulas and species and all that, and then hopefully start doing like care videos and stuff. So,
who are your main inspirations then? Who kind of, when you were watching YouTube and you thought about doing it, who inspired you? Who does inspire you? Perhaps that's changed now that you've started doing it yourself.
I started watching Tarantula Cat and obviously the big ones, Dark Den, Tarantula Dan, yourself, Invertabarian and all those. To be honest, that's who I started watching first, because once my son wanted a tarantula, I kind of spent about 3 weeks glued to YouTube watching every channel known to man to give me to myself, I could do this. Really. But,
and is that changed over time, or would you still say you still watch the same people, or do you watch less YouTube now, try and create your own content? Is it changed?
I watch a lot of the smaller channels now, to be honest. The things people, because I'm on all the Facebook channel pages on tarantula pages on Facebook. I watch those ones now and see how they're going and things like those really now. So
as the channel grows and you make more contacts, and obviously I'm pretty sure anybody watching this and has watched yourself knows that you very recently met the legend that is Sir Peter Webster. It has to be Sir Peter Webster. There's no Peter Webster about it. Sir Peter Webster, you sir are awesome.
I'm not ready.
Is there anybody else you would love to meet up and do collaborative pieces with? Is there anybody you've thought about, or?
Do you know what? I'd just like to do a collab with anybody that wanted me to. I would just. Who would I really want to do? I'd like to do one with Tarantula Cat, but or something like that, or yourself. I don't know really. So
Well, we have met in person. We met, of course, at the show last year. Yeah, I walked away fairly unscathed. For you, what then has been the best part and the worst part of doing YouTube?
The best part is contact with the people. Hands down, I think I've met some people. I speak on a daily basis to a lot of people, and that has changed my life completely. I think they're absolutely fantastic people in that group. Worst has got to be trolls and messages. I get some really weird messages come through, but I'm dealing with that now. So it's just a shock at first when they start, but living.
Yeah. I can imagine, and I've touched upon before that I think certainly the females of the YouTube community probably are subject to slightly more intense and bizarre messages than I think probably the male counterparts. But maybe I just don't appeal to the people that send these. Maybe all my male counterparts are getting it on my behalf. So for you, what has been the best YouTube moment for you of 2018? Obviously, we're into 2019 now, but if 2018, reflecting back upon it, what would you say has been your, if there is one, sort of crowning or defining moment, or just favourite bit? What did you enjoy?
It's just actually getting subscribers and people messaging me. I thought people, you know, they'd sub and not watch, but the fact that people do sub and they message and comment on my posts, I love that. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's engaged with people, so they're actually thinking what I'm doing.
Yeah, I think that's why most people do this, is to try and share our passion with other people. Yeah, I think it's fantastic to get that feedback and the positive comments, and to know that in some way you perhaps helped or inspired somebody else in whatever way it could be. So you've got your YouTube, it's going well, you're doing brilliant. If somebody was thinking of coming into YouTube or thinking of coming into keeping inverts, we'll take it as a kind of double-barreled question. So what advice would you first of all give somebody that was thinking of developing their own YouTube channel?
One, do your research. Do research. Join groups, forums, speak to people, get advice. Know what you're doing. Don't just go out and buy a bunch of tarantulas and panic. Research. And
research. That same question, probably a very similar answer, into keeping of exotics. If somebody had been watching YouTube, had done a lot of reading and all that kind of stuff, what would you recommend for somebody? What would be a sort of pivotal piece of information for somebody wanting to come into exotic pet keeping?
Same thing. Make sure that you know how to keep each species, each thing that you're doing. Make sure you've got the right enclosure size. You know the food, the amount of time you take up. What's involved?
know what you're doing. Learn. What 3 suppliers would you recommend for somebody that is now coming into the hobby, thinking of developing a YouTube channel? What 3 channels would you, 3 suppliers, would you recommend people to look at, and you would give a positive rating to? What 3 suppliers do you rate highly?
Body shop, and I can't remember what it's called.
Sorry, the sound went a wee bit there on your options. We've got Portsmouth Tarantulas, Spider Shop, and who was the third one? Sorry.
So many legs.
So many legs. Perfect. If you could morph into, we're going to start going slightly more obscure. If you can morph into any animal on the planet, you can morph back again. You're not stuck as this animal. You could morph into any animal on the planet. What would it be and why?
Can I choose a couple of animals? Put them together?
Go on then.
Right, I'd be a raccoon with 8 legs and bat wings.
You've thought about this, obviously. What would it be called then? Now we'll put you on the spot.
No.
Yeah, spell it for us. Now, obviously, in order to do this, I do have to go looking through your social media and such like. And I notice you have quite an eclectic taste. You have quite a lot of likes. Some of them more obscure than others. Yeah, hurrah for gin, I happen to notice. You don't have to explain yourself. The joy of painting with Bob Ross, I can't possibly criticise. Everybody loves a bit of Bob Ross. Peppa Pig was amongst your liked pages. But the one that really caught my attention was Octonauts Live. And I was wondering just how much do you enjoy... But now that you know what I will notice, it wasn't on your 615 plus likes. So go back to your Octonauts Live, and perhaps they can rescue you. Have you seen the Octonauts?
All those things have been on there. Octonauts was on there like about 5 years ago.
There's some obscure ones. Anyway, I've now just lost my own, because I've got Octonauts on the brain now. I've got a wee man playing with diggers and truckers below my feet, and it's all going wrong. What we've kind of touched upon channels you really like and draw inspiration from, but if somebody, I probably should have rearranged these questions, but it shows my organisational skills here. What 3 channels would you recommend anybody watching this right now? 3 channels you would suggest to somebody to go and watch, and your reasons why, if any.
Okay, gotta say Tom Moran, Tom's Big Spiders for information. I'm going to say you because I'm being lovely, obviously, and you're funny. And I also like Tarantula Haven.
And what was the last one, sorry?
Tarantula Haven. I like Tarantula Haven. So I think there's a lot of information on there. But there's many, isn't there? I mean, there's Red Fish.
Sorry, I've got this thing getting dragged about the floor, so I can only apologise about background noise, but when you're working with a 3-year-old in the background, it's not easy. Brum, 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 brum. Yeah, the tractor doesn't work, mate. Okay, if you could live in any historical, fictional, fantasy, movie, book, TV advert, somebody's basement, if you could live anywhere, where would it be or when would it be? And can you give a reason for it?
I would probably in Bram Stoker's Dracula.
Now, it was actually that conversation that kind of made me think of that question, because we were having a conversation about vampires and stuff, and which series of vampires, if you will, are favourable over others. And I think most people will agree that the sparkly variety are probably on the bottom of the list somewhere in comparison to, obviously Lestat, Louis, the Anne Rice kind of variety. I love Anne Rice's work, albeit very bizarre at times, very fantasy in her own mind, I would imagine, at certain points of the book. I grew up on The Lost Boys. The Lost Boys for me was, just... I wanted to be Jason Patrick for me. I wanted to be Jason Patrick growing up. Get out there on my motorbike. Yeah. So what are you, the flying man? Anyway.
My dog's here.
Yeah, mine are in the kitchen at the moment. I've kind of shut them in there to stop them being a hindrance, because it'd be all over the place. So you're living in Bramstrokes Castle. Awesome. What would you be a dream career if you could pick any career? If you could do anything in the world other than be a vampire in Transylvania somewhere, if you could have any dream job, what would it be? What would you want to do?
I would like to be an actor.
Yeah, I want to do that. That would be awesome.
I dabbled, but no, nothing ever happened. So.
But you're a very artistic person. You do a lot of art, and I was kind of thinking about this with your artistic talents and stuff. And you've got quite a lot of tattoos. Obviously, people can see your tattoos there. Have you ever designed any of your own tattoos, or any of them your own work?
No, because I like the artist ones that I wanted. I kind of let them have free reign what I wanted. I kind of give images, like my Hannibal one. I kind of give a few ideas of what I wanted and said I want it like this. But I have done a couple of my own tattoos on my legs, but of like me and my son. But
all right, so are any of them related to what you like the hobby? Have you got any animal-y hobby related ones, or are they more?
No. Most of mine, my main one, my first one I had was my Care Bears ones. When I had my son, it was like, never lose your childish enthusiasm stuff. And I kind of got a bit mad. I am in talks with my tattooist at the moment to get a tarantula one because I want my agent tattooed.
All right, you're gonna do like a tattoo highway did and get that right up on your noggin there.
Oh yeah, of course I am. No, I'm just gonna find some space, but I'm definitely want my
I do. Tattoo Highway is an awesome fella, and I can't imagine how much that pokey on his head must have hurt rather him than me. Now, again, I'm going to hark back to stalking your Facebook, and under you're quite closed, so it's quite difficult to pull out. Well, in terms of some people who put out ridiculous stuff about themselves, I'm not going to name anyone. Now, you have stated Jedi as your religion, and I happen to be quite a fan, so I have to ask, who is your favourite Jedi?
Oh my God! I don't know. I've got to say Luke, haven't I?
You're going to say what?
I'm going to say Luke, haven't I? I did that years ago.
I had to look. I had to throw that gag in just so I could show off my lightsaber. Okay. Another beautiful moment that you've brought to ourselves that I have to ask you about very recently is, have you ever found yourself shouting and screaming at a cash machine because you'd accidentally put a reward card into it, Jennifer?
About 2 hours ago.
How many cuss words were shouted at the cash machine?
I was at one of the works reward cards. I won't say the words that I was used, but people were walking past me like.
How long were you at it before you realised?
I'd only had one coffee that day. Come on. Only a minute.
Oh, yeah, we got it. So, concluding that, what shows, if you're aware, are there any shows that were in 2019? Caesar's coming up very, very shortly. Are you attending that yourself?
I am going to C's on Sunday.
Sunday, that's the 27th of January this year. That's a Southeast Invertabarian show, which is
in Ashford.
So you're going to be there. I won't be there myself. Are you any other shows you're attending this year? Have you planned that far ahead? Do you know?
I'm hoping to go as many as I can. I'm definitely going to the BTS, but I just want to go to as many as I can. And my son likes them, so I'll probably go to some of the bug fests as well because he likes the bloke that does the animals and the talking.
Nick.
That's him. Yeah.
Because he came and he's a really nice fella, and he came in. I seen him having a chat with yourself after the show and stuff, which was really good. I had a brilliant chat with him, and yeah, he's a really, really nice fella. So that is us, Jennifer. We have concluded our mashup of obscure and factual and gibberish, and all that's really left for me to say is a thank you ever so much. Hey, buddy, say thank you.
Thank you.
Awesome work. Huge thank you from me and the wee man. High fiving. Nice. And thank you ever so much, Jennifer. I hope you've had a blast. I hope it's been a wee bit of fun, and I hope people have learned a wee bit more about you, please do go to Jennifer's channel. Please hit that subscribe. You will not be disappointed. Jennifer is lovely, and if nothing else, certainly full of enthusiasm. You're one of the most enthusiastic unboxers I think I have ever met. So please go check out Jennifer's channel. You won't regret. Thank you ever so much, Jennifer. Do take care. It's a bye-bye from me. Bye-bye from the wee man. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
And it's a bye-bye from... Bye-bye.
Bye. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Okay, so really hope you enjoyed that interview with...
Bye-bye.
I think you will agree, Jennifer
Bye-bye.
is absolutely
Bye-bye.
lovely.
Bye.
We really enjoyed doing it. Jennifer, thank you ever so much for taking part. Please do subscribe to Jennifer's Tarantulas. Link will be down below. And it's a goodbye for me and a goodbye from this cheeky little monkey. Thank you ever so much. Bye-bye.